Okay.
Okay, so can you tell us, where did you volunteer and what did you do?
Okay, my name is Hannah. I live in London with my family, and I volunteered to go to Morocco virtually to work with a house mother in Morocco.
And what were you doing with her?
She already had a certain level of English and really just wanted to build up her confidence and become a bit more fluent conversationally. And so that was my main objective, really.
So how much of a weekly time commitment did it entail?
When I first started, I committed to doing 2 sessions a week of about 30, 40 minutes. But in reality, we ended up chatting so much, sometimes it was about an hour. But I would say, it was more or less steady throughout the 12 weeks, with an additional amount of time for prep. I would say after the first session, when I knew exactly what I wanted to do, I did spend about 3 hours prepping an outline of what I wanted to do, which meant that later on, after each session, I'd have maybe half an hour. So in total, I would say the 2-hour sessions regularly and a couple of key blocks for prep work before and after.
Okay, thank you. Another question that a lot of people have asked us is, did you find it difficult? What were the challenges?
I would definitely say it wasn't difficult. I think like anything new that you do, there will be apprehension about whether it will meet the expectation you have in your mind, what will be difficult, or what might you not be able to do, whether you like it or not. That's quite normal. But say it was difficult, I would say no, it isn't difficult. It just feels unfamiliar because you're doing something new. And then the challenges obviously are that you've made a time commitment. And so I think that you have to prepare yourself mentally and keep to that, because that gives stability for both parties. That could be challenging for some people. And I think technology can be challenging, but there isn't much to it once you get started, It's really quite easy. And if you bear that in mind, I think that you'll find that the rewards probably outweigh any challenges or apprehensions that you might have. At least from my point of view, yes.
Okay, thank you. And you were working one-to-one, you have said, with someone in Morocco. So did you feel you could build up a meaningful connection with someone, even though you only met her online?
I think that's the biggest thing people think about when they think about doing volunteering, because you think to yourself, face-to-face, real life, can that really be replicated online? And the straightforward answer is no, not in the same way. You can build up a very meaningful relationship with somebody online, even though you've never met them physically, because it's all about learning to interact. And so I would say, yes, it was unbelievably meaningful to me. I made a really lifelong friend, and we shared many intimate thoughts. I mean, I think I probably know her better than I know some of my friends I see maybe once a year or twice a year. So yes, the answer is definitely yes.
And if you wanted to, would you be able to follow up the volunteering with a real live visit in the future, do you think?
Yes. Yes, for me, because the fact that I've made a connection with somebody through this method makes me want to visit even more, because now I have somewhere to go, someone to see, a bit like going home. You want to reconnect again. And also, I think it gives you a different perspective on a country when you make a friend like that. You sort of see it through different eyes. And so you want to explore it a bit more, understand it a bit deeper, get on the surface layer. So yes, I think in fact, it makes the yearning to go and visit much greater if you follow my drift. Yes.
And the final question I've got here is, I know you have to pay to e-volunteer. Did you feel that you got value for money?
I feel you got more than value for money. I think it's a bargain. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I go to Spain, I spend a couple of thousand, for my a week by the time I buy my ticket and all my bits and bobs. So I think that to have the experience I've had for, under £500 is a bargain. And although it seems off-putting, you would have had to pay to go there anyway. You would have had to buy a ticket and make your way to Morocco. So for what you get and the money you pay, I really can't think how you can lose out. I'm not just saying that because it makes you happy. I've got a shed load of money in my bank account, but it isn't a lot of money for feeling that you've contributed something to someone's life, and also for getting so much yourself as an individual, the fulfillment, sense of achievement, the mental stimulus, and all of that stuff for 400, 500 pounds. Oh, it's a good value for money, for sure. Sorry, I've gone on a bit.
Thank you very much.